You mentioned that you didn't go out of state at all. Did you just play competitive matches with local schools? How did that work? What was the team?
There was a Pac-8 in those days, but I don't recall playing any teams from out of the state. But we did have a Pac-8 championship, and the farthest we wandered was Los Angeles. And the only time, as I say, we went out of the state was to play in the national championships. So having Eddie as a feature and factor in the Stanford golf was a very, very important addition to my experience playing.
Did he actually coach hands-on very much? I mean, swing, course management, short game, that sort of thing.
Yeah, one immediately, yes, and indeed he did. But one amusing incident, given Eddie's fastidious feelings about how you conduct yourself in the golf course. We were playing down at Lakeside against, I think, UCLA, and this George Traphagen was playing ahead of me. I was on the tee, and Traphagen was playing his second shot, and Eddie was sitting on the shooting stick, watching Traphagen, and there was factors there that in Traphagen's performance obviously created some frustrations in Eddie. And all of a sudden I saw Traphagen take the swing, and Eddie got up, took the shooting stick and threw it into the woods in a fit of serious frustration. It was way out of character. Anyhow, but we all admired him, and he was wonderful.
Well, your team's, Stanford won the national championship, the record show, in 38, 39, 41, and 42 before World War II hit. And the records show that you played on the 42 national championship team.
I also played on the 41, but I didn't make the cut.
Okay, so you were part of the group that won that national championship as well.
Yeah, but I wasn't. But I wasn't one of the four that counted in the end, because they played. The way they worked it on the basis that you had 36 holes of stroke play to qualify for match play, and 64 qualified for match play. So the team championship was determined on the basis of 36 holes.
Okay.
And my score was not one of the top four.
So there was a cut after 18.
Well, so to speak, the only.
Oh, they took the below four.
Top four.
I see.
I was not one of the top.
Oh, okay.
21. But I must say, I certainly loved the experience. There was a wonderful attitude and atmosphere about college golf in those days.
Several of the Stanford Hall of Fame golfers were on the 38, 39, 40, 41 teams. And could you say a few words about Warren Burrell, Bud Brownell, for example?
You're going to have a tough time with me, but you can limit me to a few words.
As much as you like.
Particularly when you mention Warren Burrell and Bud Brownell. Let's pick up Burrell first. Warren Burrell is the best golf swinger I'd ever seen. Period. And I've been watching him for 80 years. And he was a superb human being and a joy to be around, and became one of my very, very closest friends. And Warren and I, happily, we picked up together again in San Francisco, and Warren and I had a very, very important relationship, certainly for me. And he was a superb player, and he had all of the qualities and characteristics that add up to an absolutely first-class human being who could really play golf. So to have him on a golf team on which I was participating was very important to my whole experience. Bud Brownell, boy, you know what? I often think about what Bud's career could have been. Boy, he could play. Just three illustrations. The most dramatic, but two really. The most dramatic being that Denny Shute was the defending PGA champion, And I don't remember why, but he came here on a cold, wet, tough February day. And they set up a game with Burl and Brownell playing with shoot. There was no competition between them, but they were all on a kind of an exhibition. It attracted a lot of attention at the time. Bud Brownell, well, go back one. Let's see. Shoot. The shoot shot 72, which was a very effective score. Bud Brownell had 9 threes and 9 fours, 63. In those circumstances.
Those conditions.
And he missed he hit an 8-footer into the hole for a birdie on 18, and it came out. So that was one other. Happily, I happened to be playing behind him in the qualifying for the state amateur championship at Pebble Beach, and all he shot was 66, which was then the course record, and stood for some time, competitive course record. So he was a very, very important factor and a very interesting guy. And unfortunately, he got killed in the war, and heaven knows what his career could have been. But I had exposure to those two guys. They were friends of mine, and we played golf together. How lucky could a guy get?
Bud Finger, who eventually became the coach, was also on the team. Is that right?
In 41.
41. Bud Finger was also a teammate of yours in those days.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was an interesting guy. He led a relatively uninhibited life, and he could certainly play without any question. And he was an attractive person, no doubt about it. He was a very likable guy and a very good player.